What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com coming to you for September the 24th, Tuesday. You didn't see me yesterday for a couple of reasons. This next 3 to 4 weeks are typically my busiest times of the entire year. It's the busiest time for handicapping just because I'm rounding out baseball, getting ready for the postseason. I am studying college basketball essentially every day. I'm getting ready for the NHL as well as NFL and college football going on full swing right now, and a couple other business endeavors that I do. We're closing out a third quarter, closing on some deals, and so a lot of meetings and stuff, but hey, the busier the better, right? And yesterday there was such a small slate of action that really wasn't much to go over for free. It would just take away what little I had for my premium clients. So we didn't do one yesterday, so we need to do a recap for Sunday and yesterday, and then get you on a free play for today. Tell you what we've got going on. I'm going to go ahead and announce what we've got coming up for basketball and basketball, NBA, and college, as well as hockey. Give me just 1 second here. Let me pull my keyboard. Pull the wireless keyboard over here so I don't have to keep touching the laptop. So real quick before we get into that, let's get into a recap for Sunday, coming off of a great Thursday, great Friday, great Saturday. Saturday's college football was amazing. Double top play winner as well as a top play winner in the MLB that day. So a triple header top play. Winning all of them. Going into Sunday, we had 3 MLB plays, all of which I loved. I especially loved the Arizona Diamondbacks. But when they allowed some offense to be generated on the other side, you just saw what 2 teams this time of year do when there's nothing to play for. They're playing good, they have ultimate control of the game from start all the way up until towards the end, and then when they tie it, get a tie, it's kind of like, if we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. There's really nothing to push them over the hump to really make them motivated, to win anything, knowing that they're just not going anywhere. So that one sucked. That was a big play for us, and I felt so good about that game. But we had 2 other plays. New York Mets minus 130 on the money line, and then, like I said, I probably would have the Dodgers one more time this year in the regular season. Sunday was it because Ryu was on the mound. Got a little chalky, laid $1.55 on the run line. Marked starting pitchers, but it was an easy win nonetheless. So 2-1 in Major League Baseball. Getting into the NFL, our free play was the New England Patriots. Said that I gave you 2 free plays on Sunday. One of them was actually a top play. That was the Dallas Cowboys. 21.5. We bought it down to 21. That was an easy win. Patriots free play did drop. They allowed two touchdowns from the Jets in the latter part of that game, which surprised me, but that just shows some of the sneaky flaws that the Patriots have that they've just got to work out, and I think they will. They're still the best team in the NFL, and I have no doubt about that. So we did take a loss there, but it wasn't a top play or anything. We did have Denver and Green Bay under 42. They scraped just above that. There was a lot of offense generated early by Green Bay, which really helped that total out. We had the Baltimore Ravens plus 5. A lot of my clients actually got it at 5.5, which is good because those clients actually won the game. I personally bet it at 5, and that's what I released it at, and that would have been a push. So no harm, no foul there. We had Green Bay minus 7. We bought it down to 6.5, as we always do in those situations, and that was a nice winner. But we did lose the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills were absolutely rolling. We had them minus 6. So we split out our big plays there on the Bills and the Cowboys. Had a push, and then we split out the Packers and the Packers under. So coming off of a fantastic previous week, we are still way up in the NFL, but, basically having a push week. So that kind of sucks, but overall, if you were on all my plays weekend package or you're on a 1-year all access or whatever, overall for the weekend, you had a great week. So then we get into yesterday. We played the Bears. That was an easy win. We played 2 games in Major League Baseball, which I thought were going to be both fairly easy winners. We played over in the Tampa Bay Rays game, which that one flew over 8.5, and then we played under in the Mets game, believe it or not. And that one right there were just 2 innings. Those 2 innings right there changed the course of that game having any chance of staying under the total. So we split out. We split out baseball. We split out football. Lost a little bit of juice, but truthfully, no harm, no foul there. No units lost, just juice, and we didn't lay any high juice by any means, because in baseball we just played totals, and we won the Bears and then lost the total there. So let's get into a free play for today. Let's go ahead and do that now, and then I'll tell you what we got going on. So everybody's been asking me for the past few weeks about college basketball. They know that that is a big, big sport of mine, and they know that, the tremendous records that since I went live 2 seasons ago and doing this, out in the public eye, people have, y'all hear that shit? Come here. So everybody knows what happened to our puppy a few weeks ago. There's the newest Wrigley. She's just as much of a goober as the other one, but she's a good dog though. Look at her. She ain't got a clue what's going on. But anyway, so everybody's been asking about college football. Or college basketball. When am I going to release it? Am I going to do anything early bird? Because last year I did do an early bird special when I was with the previous service, but it was only for like 2 weeks prior to the season. Everybody was already like, gung-ho and ready for all these tournaments to start. And we were just so deep into football at that point. I'm actually going to release it a little bit earlier and do a better discount. So let's see. Just give me 1 second. Let me look at something real quick. We are going to release it today. It'll be up on the site. And the official season begins November the 5th, so just over a month away. But you will have some of those tournaments. Your beginning tournaments, ACC, Big Ten, some of your like Maui Invitationals, your charity tournaments, and all of those are a lot. There's a lot of value in those games, and a lot of value within those tournaments that teams will go and travel, sometimes even across the world to play. So that starts about 10 days prior is when you'll start seeing it start to trickle in place. So you've got roughly about a month right now before college football goes. So we're going to leave it up for a couple of days, get everybody a chance to do it. If you're already a member on my site, you will be getting an email and a little something special. So every year in the past, I have charged $1,500 for an NBA or college basketball season, and with a discount on a combo pack, being able to buy it for $2,000, I think it was last year. Well, this year I'm going to do something different. I'm going to drop it. It's going to be $11.99 for the season, so immediately off the rip, full price is a $900 discount. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it out there for $5.99. $5.99 is going to get you either one you want. NBA, and NBA was our best season we've ever had last year. 2018-19 was the best NBA season I've ever had. I've always had winning NBA seasons. I'm always in the 60, into the 60s, as far as percentage goes. Last year, going into Thanksgiving, Christmas time, we were just over 71%, and we sustained just over 70% all the way until like the last 30 days of the regular season. Still hitting over 66% for the entire season, postseason as a whole. Postseason went great other than the finals. The finals, I lost a couple of games. I think we played 3 games of the NBA Finals, and we went 1-2. We won our totals play. We lost our side plays because we actually played Golden State, and and some of the games that they lost to Toronto. But overall, it was a fantastic year. So a lot of my NBA guys from last year have been asking, when can they sign up? And then, college basketball is always something that people look forward to. Not quite as much as baseball, but damn close. And for the new clients that have signed up for football and are already on it, obviously the discount's still live on the site to get it for $500. You can get that until midnight tonight. But all of those people that are new and have bought it and are already up, a significant amount of money, are already looking to reinvest and be able to take through the wintertime and play NHL and basketball. So $600 will get you either one of those seasons that you want. Now here's the kicker. NHL is a very long season, and we play NHL just like we do MLB. I do not have an NHL capper that works for me, but I did have somebody last year that started gathering data for me when we were going through March Madness, because that was the time where there was so much value in the NHL because everybody was focused on college basketball, even the odds makers, that they were leaving some of the NHL out to dry. And because I was spending so much time working on picking out these NBA games that were just so easy, and then still having to cap all of the college basketball games for March Madness, that there just wasn't enough hours in the day. So I brought a guy on to do some data pulling for me. So that way, that would save me a few hours, and I could go through, crunch what he had pulled for me, and be able to go out there and absolutely hammer NHL and NBA, while the entire world was just one track minded on NCAA basketball. And we raked in last year on that. So I talked to this gentleman, and I'm bringing him on full time to gather data in the NHL again. He is a very smart hockey guy, so he knows the data that I like. He was actually a customer of mine. And but he was not a hockey customer, but he played my baseball and everything. Well, then last year early, he decided to buy my NHL, compare it to what he was doing, and then if he had something that he absolutely loved and that ended up being a big top play of mine, that would make him step out even farther. And that's when he he builds spreadsheets and stuff for a living. So and that's kind of something that I've always done, being in finance and everything, and obviously running a business like this and handicapping every day. I was like, hey, if you could pull data for me, and instead of me having to go out there and grab the data when it's this busy and this much is going on, that would save me a lot of time, and we'd be able to go out there and play even more NHL and capitalize on it. So for the past 2 weeks, he has done nothing but watch NHL preseason, gather data, and every day he's sending me little reports on things that I'm asking for. I'll go through, I'll look at the matchups, I'll tell him certain things that I want. That way I don't have to watch it. And then the next day or late that night, I will get the data that I'm looking for, and I'll be able to add it into my current power rankings that I'm doing. So that way, come first week of the NHL season, we're ready to hammer it, just like we did last year. Anybody with me last NHL season knows we had 13 plays in the first 7 days of the regular season of NHL, and we went 9, 1, and 2. No, excuse me, 9, 1, and 3. So 2 pushes, no, 3, no, excuse me, I'm telling you wrong. 9, 3, and 1. Excuse me. 9 wins, 3 losses, 1 push. That was in the first week, with 3 top plays, 3-0 in those. And one of those was a big top play. There's a name for it, but I'm not going to say it. But you guys know what I'm talking about. So another fantastic year is what it's going to be in the NHL again. That, because of how much value there is, typically NHL goes for is going to go for $12.99. So it's going to be $100 more. But I'm going to offer that for the same thing, $600 right now. You can get the NHL season, or you can buy the triple header combo pass, which will get you NHL, college basketball, and the NBA for $1,500. So, and it's giving you an additional $300 off. And if you want to do just pairing one of the two, pairing like NBA and college basketball, and not worrying about NHL right now, you can get that, and obviously you wouldn't pay the $1,500. You would actually get it for $1,100. So it would still save you $100 by doing that. So make sure you capitalize on that. Get that. Like I said, for the people that were asking about the football discount, I have left it up. It was supposed to come down at midnight last night, but because I did not do a video yesterday and I didn't get to make it tell everybody what we were doing, I'm leaving it up till midnight tonight. Everybody knows it's well worth the value. Spend the $500 for the combo, for the 1,000, whatever you want to do, and go out there and get linked up for the rest of the season, through all postseason, playoffs, national championship, Super Bowl, everything. This dog is getting on my nerves. So, and I think that's really all we've got. All of my current people that are have access to my site, whether you're on a current subscription or not, but you do have an account, you will be getting a more detailed email. And guys, if you have any questions on it, you can send me an email, chase@chasewins.com, and I will get to it as quickly as I can, hopefully by tonight. I'm actually taking a customer out to a concert tonight, but up until about 6 o'clock, I will be, more or less in front of a computer, pretty much off and on. So I think that's it. Let's get on a free play. And today, As much as I hate to do it, I got to back my Chicago Cubs one last time. Season's all but over for them. They're on the road the rest of the time. They're starting this 3-game series today against the Pirates, a team that I was beyond dialed in on this season. And then they finish it off with a 3-game series at Busch Stadium this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What? Yeah, I know. She does this all day. She just wants to talk. But today, Hendricks, who's come back with the comeback season of his career. Fantastic year for Kyle Hendricks overall. Keller sucks. It's just the way that it is. Pittsburgh sucks. They're not any better at home than they are on the road. And I think for the sake of Joe Madden, and I think for the sake of pride, if the Cubs can go out there and bag a few big wins, and I'm talking big, I mean like substantial win by 5, 6, 7, 8 runs type thing, they will, just for the sheer fact of letting their fans go out with a bang, knowing that they won't be able to enjoy the postseason. And the worst of it all is the godforsaken Cardinals are the ones that they're going to have to go out there and pretty much watch. So it's going to be a shitty postseason as far as fandom, but I'm excited for the postseason and the money that we're going to make. You can purchase the MLB postseason for $100. That is on the website. Obviously, it doesn't start until next week, but you can purchase it. This will be wild card all the way through the World Series. Every premium or daily top play that we have, a measly $99. And I'm going to do you one more. Everybody that stuck around with me through this video, if you want 7 days of plays, because I don't think the postseason won't actually start until next Wednesday, I think is the first wild card game. I think. I'll double check on that, but it is next week. But anybody wanting to maybe get, an idea of who we are, what we do, how does it work, watches me every day, something like that. But you want to get a little, it's not really a discount. It's just, a little more incentive to purchase before you jump on something longer term. The 7-day pass today for $99, anybody that purchases today before midnight, you know what? I'm not even going to give it till midnight. Yeah, I will. Till midnight, you'll get an 8th day for free. If you buy after my games have already started, then obviously your 7 days will start tomorrow and then run, 8 days after that. Nothing as far as a 3-day on the 3-day as of right now, but we will be doing it on the 7-day. That way you can get the rest of the MLB season, kind of what's going on this last week, as well as which you'll get an idea of what we do in college football, NFL. So you'll get a lot. And then of course NASCAR is still $100 for the rest of the season. I think that's it. But anyway, back on track to the free play. I've just got to roll with the Cubs today. The far superior team, even though they're a terrible road team, the better pitcher, the better lineup, the better manager, and God forbid they let Joe Madden go. I may open a vein, but we'll see what happens. I got to back the Cubs. Yeah, the line's dropping. People are, fade city on the Cubs right now, and I just don't buy it. I'll lay the $1.15 to lay the run line on what could be one of their last few wins, or one of their last wins of the season. But and this may very well be the last time that I, invest any money involving the Cubs for 2019. Bittersweet, but I'm laying it. That is on the card. That is a premium play. Go get it. Make sure you jump on one of the early bird specials or the discount. If you have any questions, I know I ramble a lot, but just trying to get everything out there. Sorry for the long-winded video, but I wasn't here yesterday, and I just want to make sure that I get all the information out there, and try to not leave anything out. So, guys, have a happy Tuesday. I will be back tomorrow afternoon.